Ooh. Um, I had a new lesson today, and it was to finally use the neck of the banjo, but my finger really hurts. like like it really fucking hurts. I can try that new thing, but if it hurts my finger, I'm just gonna stop. Let's see. God, it hurts to put it on the fucking thing. Like it, it hurts to even like. Whoops. Let me see. I actually think I screwed that up. My fucking fat fingers. Let's continue.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
I told you, your fingers will blister and burst, then leather out. Happened when I played my acoustic guitar. I remember playing it with my blisters still not healed and bleeding on the wood and strings.
Ugh.
Sometimes not even the pain take the joy away.
Okay, Wubs. You crazy bastard. So it is currently 1 in the morning. I need to go to the theater, and then I need to go to the Broken Heart. I could kill some muggers. I should go to the theater. What am I missing here? I'm not missing anything. What I need to do is turn the music back on. Hey Dylan, I'm doing just fine, dude. Fucking cat. I gotta walk through here. That's just a random thing. I think they're saying like, hey, we caught someone, mind your own business kind of thing. This is the body of a mugger. And you can actually autopsy him for free. And no one will care because he's, you know, he's a mugger. Alright, here we go. Nice, got a heart. Now can we get a brain? We can! With no inventory space. But I will make some. VAR will buy that at a high price.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
Someone's talking. Thanks, Yobrin. In a mood for some medieval remixes? There's a guy that's currently making... he makes remixes of Pumped Up Kicks and, What Is Love. Here's the theater. It tries to give you a rundown of the day or the next day, if you pay attention to it. Yeah, Anguish, the only playable character is the Haruspex.
Please welcome the actor, Artemi Burach. Let us examine him. The will is present. Emotions? Sure, there are emotions. Intellect? Well, no one expected a miracle. Not from this specimen. He's no true human, but a larva. Just like all the larvae we've seen here lately. Pardon me, I shouldn't have been so rude. You are, after all, the star of the show.
How should I act then?
Here's some advice. Actually, the only advice that matters. Try not to die. Ever. Do you understand? Like, never ever. At all. Or it'll turn bad. Not just for you, but for all of us.
And why is that?
It would wound the world. Irreversibly. And the world, it's not in the best shape as it is. So I'd kindly ask you to do your very best. Work hard. Take care of yourself.
Where are the other two? The bachelor and the girl?
They're waiting for you to exit the scene. They want to learn about their fates as well.
You know the future? What's mine then?
Oh, I can't help but pity you. Look, there will be a happy ending. You'll even believe that you won. No guilty conscience either. So relax, man of fate. Next.
What do you mean?
Next.
That's the Haruspex. That's Artemi Barak. That's our character right here. This is the
I had several paths.
this is Mark Immortel.
One had me as a beast man, another as a hunchback. The third as the indentured servant of some outside force.
Mark Immortel is telling the story of Pathologic. He'll try to help us whenever we can, but he's not like the nicest person. He just does he's got his own set of rules. What play is it? It's about death, hot on its trail, so to speak. I've already tried to stage this study once, but it didn't work out. The acting was bad, no one understood what they were playing. How can you be a Cain, a Barach, or a sinister Canarita if you don't walk their paths? No one grasps their character. This time it will be different. What do you mean? I want full-on authenticity. I will move the play outside, into the streets. Actors play out real events while being in the middle of them. The audience doesn't know they're in a play. The actors, that they're being watched. Such is my method. Intricate? The actor must understand how to work death. I'm not making this one for the audience, but for the actors themselves. Their inner world is the stage, their worldview. Hence the unusual methods. Unusual and rough, it's the theater of cruelty. How rough are we talking here? Look, I do what the subject demands of me. I'll set their tasks gradually and uncover the method step by step, else you'll sabotage the process. You're here for an audition after all, aren't you? So, like, when he said, where's the bachelor and the girl? The bachelor and the changeling were supposed to be other playable characters outside of the Haruspex. But the game didn't do so well. So we may not ever get that. We got one. Like, so I think it's called the Larva Prince, or I'm thinking of something else. I can't remember. You do play as the bachelor, but you don't really do much. It's kind of like a 3-second long... Oh shit, here we go. You can down a mugger and there will be no negative penalty to you at all. I really want that lockpick. I've only got one extra space anyway. Oh. Well, the marbles didn't stack, so that's even better. Am I harvesting organs? Yes, but not at the moment. My reputation's already shit enough as it is. This is the dead items shop. I think this guy will buy crap. I suspect this is not the last time we chat. You're a merchant? I dabble in buying and selling, but I've no use for coins, though I often find the two rub together. I collect things that are old, broken, discard, dead items, memories, husks, and husks of memories, traces as I call them. You're a rag and bone man? It's good work when a rag and bone man does the rounds. No door stays shut. Who keeps useless junks? Everybody's happy to see me. Everyone trusts me. It makes for a peaceful harvest. Aren't you afraid of being out at night? I only work nights. It's a ripe time. Does it frighten me? No, nor should it frighten you. The town changes each night, turns into a different place to explore. What was open during the day closes, and what was closed opens. Happy to make your acquaintance. So this guy will buy crap off of you. Dead crap. Oh, I dropped it on the ground. I gotta sell these organs, man. The ring is worth taking. The matchbox is not. Not at the moment. You saw Paddock on Steam? Yeah, that's where we watched the movie. Fun fact. If you leave it there, can you get it back later? Yeah, items that you drop don't go anywhere, to my knowledge. Oh, I'm already hated here. I don't have an empty bottle. Not worth it. What is that? Is that a woman? That is a woman. You can watch Paddock on Steam. Oh, shit. And you can, there's also fucking trading cards and backgrounds and emotes for Paddock, by the way. Thanks for the cash, fuckface. Get some banjo? You just missed it, dude. My fingers fucking hurt, man. You gotta give me some time here. Can you get Paddock on a plate as a background? Funny you mention that. Actually, here, hold on. So here's Pathologic on Steam. I go to my profile. Level 5 badge. Paddock on a plate as the fucking background. Oh my god. They try to pass it off as like, it's Paddock's nightmare, like the worst thing that could happen to her. Well, it kind of does happen at the end of the movie. She dies. Okay, so I have to do something real quick. I have to go fetch something for Mason. So give me like 5 minutes. because Mason's package got delivered to the wrong apartment number. I'm gonna go check that real quick. I'll be right back. I just gotta run upstairs. Back. That was my exercise cycle for today. I gotta go speak to VAR. Hopefully I can do it quick. Hopefully we don't have to run into too many muggers. These guys with the caps are night watchmen or some fucking shoddy police force. When will shit go down? I actually forget when shit goes down. But you'll know, it'll fucking hit like a ton of bricks. Should be at the end of the street. There we go. Thoughts on Minnesota riots? Giant fucking waste of time, just like the other ones. What happened to that gentleman that died was awful. Like, it was terrible. Like, that's just terrible what happened to that man. But looting small businesses owned by black owners is not going to help anyone. We're doing this for George Floyd. I think that was his name. We're doing this for George Floyd. Cause he is our guy. That's who we're doing this for. Great. Why is he your guy? Cause he's our boy. He's a black man just like I am. So I'm gonna do this in his name. Why are you stealing from another black man? Why are you looting another black man's shop? What? Yeah, you're stealing from a black guy's shop. Why are you doing that? I thought this was for the people. Well, you know. No, I don't know. Why are you stealing from another black man if this was for George Floyd, a black man? Do you think this is what George Floyd wanted? For you to act like a fucking animal? Is that what you wanted? It's just fucking stupid. What happened to that man was terrible. Those officers should absolutely be charged with murder. What happened to those officers? What happened to that man was terrible. That should not happen to anyone at all. And it still happened. But these riots, this is not a fucking freedom fight. This is a giant waste of time. I just feel terrible for everybody that lives in that city that's actually a law-abiding citizen. Oh, shit. Oh, did I not say anything positive about them? Oh, fuck. Sorry, guys. I'm racist. God damn it. Slipped my mind. Damn it. I wish I could have done something about that. Damn it. Racist now. Fuck. Could have been different, man. I could have been a cool guy. Turns out I'm just racist. Brats. How could I have made this such a simple mistake? Didn't mean to be racist. I can't believe it. Let's see. Chisel. Oh, I forgot what a chisel's for. I think you need it for repairs and such. It's kind of important I hang on to as many of these as I can. Which Pathologic is harder? They're both really hard, but I'd say this one at least has some quality of life changes. You can sprint in this one. I mean, it makes you thirsty, but at least you can run. In the first game, you are walking, and that is it. Melee is unforgiving. Like this is it's not the easiest game. What's the main objective? Let's see. Hold up. Let me check my hunger. Oh, my hunger's crap. My exhaustion's pretty bad too. I should go to the grocer and buy some food. Yeah, I should save these spots for grocery items. I should have sold that blood. Why didn't I sell the blood? Is this game worth getting into? It depends on if you like it or not, dude. It's not for everybody. This is a very confusing, upsetting game, and you can really like you can really get lost in it. You can't even rotate your inventory spaces or anything like that. I need to make room for that fish. Okay, I can do that. An entire ass fish. Just said, fuck it, gimme, gimme. It's gonna suck because eventually that those faucets are gonna dry up, or they're gonna be filled with infected water soon.
I was eating those
So you gotta make do
beans.
with
Are
what you can.
Fucking insane?
Thanks, Spectre.
The officer that killed George worked together with him at a club as of last year, and supposedly they had different opinions on how to use force at said club.
That is a shame. Oh. I don't have any space for that. No, what happened was terrible. I'm not defending the actions of anybody. I'm saying, Jesus fucking Christ, why are we looting businesses over this shit? Why, like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. And I can tell you, like, what the main problem is, but, I mean, I'm already a racist for having an opinion, so let's not confirm that. What does the cloak equip slot do? There's cloaks in the game. What's up, gentlemen?
Want me to sing you a nice little song?
No. Look who's talking. The rabble is out of control. At least they looked human before. Did you hear about the stabbings? There's people with knives out in the streets now, brother. At first I didn't believe it. I mean, I'm quite an artist with the knife myself, but that's different. Everybody knows I obey no law. These people, there's no wholesome fear in them. Kniving is taboo around here. That's why I love this town, but you know the tricks of the trade, don't you? I can tell by your hands. I'm a surgeon. It's part of my job. You're a dangerous man. I'm a dangerous man. We can reach an understanding if you behave yourself in my establishment. Are they trying to avenge Barack? I don't even care if they come here, they'll regret it. He who lives by the knife dies by the knife. Such people are outlaws. Killing them incurs no punishment, only gratitude. Judge Kane said so. That means it's serious. No one would condemn me for killing bandits at night. I might even be rewarded.
I love glass, old boy. Everything good comes in glasses.
These are the two gentlemen that created the giant fucking glass tower. These are the two that created it. These two are the architects that made the thing that should not fucking stand up. There's a gleam of goodness in your eyes, my friend. Drink with me. Alright. Everyone says Twirine heightens the senses, but I think that's only true of hearing. Vision? No. You won't see anything new. It is an absinthe. Only smells. No smells either. This place reeks of herbs as it is. Hearing, though. What about hearing? Just drink and you'll hear how the town sounds. You'll hear who's calling you and from where. You'll hear a murmur from afar, perhaps from across the Gorkin, or perhaps from across the Styx itself. Drink to my health, friend. This is excellent Twirine. I can afford this kind of joy. So what do? I was once an architect, now I'm just a shadow of an architect. Thanks for the drink, friend. My name is Peter. I am the rock upon which is built the stairway to tomorrow, to the day when man lifts himself from the earth and overcomes its burden. I am that rock, and I have already built the first step of that stairway, for I am a true architect. And I am Artemy Barak. Let's drink to my father's memory. Drink, Barak. Drink your Twirine. Listen to the world. Listen to the roar of the terrible earth. Listen to the ringing of the sky. Listen to the town opening for you. You'll find out where people wait for you, or whispering about you right now. It's been proven to work. I'll return the favor if I get a chance. A drink of Twirine shows hidden places and conversations on the map. Hey, Tyrion, fucking stop. Bountiful harvest? Thought you were an herbalist here to sell herbs. Do you buy twire? We're not just invested in twire. Ashen Swish, Swevery, and White Whip are all, of course, more rare, so more expensive. You value time, huh? We've only got 2 weeks until September ends. We're now in the golden time of harvest. We need to stock up for the whole year ahead. How much do you pay? It's different every day, depends on what we're currently brewing. Some herbs may cost triple sometimes. Keep that in mind. These guys explain that Twirine is a expensive but helpful drink if you're having trouble understanding where you're supposed to go. The town is calling to me from behind the theater. Let's leave that there. Actually, let me see if I can just... Thanks, Honk. Oh, it's just nuts. These are really valuable. I should probably try and keep these if I can. I don't have time. I'll leave the bandages. Damn it. Having a hard time getting everything. Probably just inflated the price of Paddock. I doubt it, bud. My exhaustion's low. I should probably head somewhere I can sleep. Yeah, let's see if I can head straight to the town center. If I can do that, I'll be nice. How's my cat? Tyrion's doing just fine. He's just been a little shit lately, but he's a kitten. Like, he's gonna do that. He's not even a year old yet. I was talking to my friend about this game. Buddy of mine. Well, not a buddy. I was talking to somebody I knew about this game. He was trying to stream Pathologic 2 because he was like, it looks so cool. It looks like something I could get into. I was telling him, I was like, dude, you might like Pathologic 2, but that doesn't mean your stream will. Pathologic 2 is a confusing meta-narrative that you just, like, there's so much shit going on at all times. You like, your stream may not have any fucking clue what's going on. And he's playing and he's like, so, Jay, do you know when, like, I get any type of firearm? And like, dude, guns are rare, and you have to trade hardcore for bullets. Don't expect to be getting any of those. Yeah, you want a gun? That's $3 grand right there. Yeah, a lot of people lie to you. Let's see if I can head to the theater. Looks like I'm not going to be able to do it that easy. Thanks, Travis. Will there be a time you'll play a full song on my banjo? That is the idea, friend. I actively aim towards that.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
Minneapolis is the first time cultural appropriation has killed someone.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
You hyped to see you play this again, bro.
Yes. Yes, I did. I don't know why the notification didn't show up. Yeah, I don't really understand. I guess I just don't understand the connectivity that comes with the streamer and the stream viewers. I think this game is great to play by yourself. When there's people watching you, you kind of put on the spot for a little bit there. There's a lot of shit to do, lots of shit confusing. There's just, it's a confusing medium. And I would wholeheartedly say, no, this is not a very good stream game because it can't hold the attention of people that easy. But I mean, what do I know, huh? Hello. Ooh, a wrinkled node. Two fluffy tails for a teapot needed soon. The tails are good as new. TL very soon. Every noon. 3 fingernails, I'll take that. Should do one of the Cthulhu games one of these days for a stream. Oh, I'd love to. Especially since I actually really like Cthulhu, or the Cthulhu games. Like, Dark Corners of the Earth is a great game. But the problem with Dark Corners of the Earth is that it's kind of musky, it's kind of all over the place. There's a lot of shit that's confusing, a lot of shit doesn't get added up, lots of gameplay changes. Turns off they handed off the dev team to someone else. It's all over the place. I played the new Cthulhu, Jim. It sucks. I was incredibly disappointed with the way the new Cthulhu game came out. Hey guys, all your choices mean nothing!
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
Thanks, Onk.
I feel like whenever you play a story-driven game, I'm watching a good movie.
I'm doing the best I can, bud. Try getting at least one town to like you. Oh, that's really easy. Getting reputation in this game is super easy. You just have to take your time. This guy's got a fresh scalpel for me, but... Yeah, every time you fuck up a bandit, people like you. They just don't want you to cut up the bandits. Probably shouldn't have sold all that blood, because now I can't get herbs to sell. But I don't have any place to store it either, so it's not like it matters. What kind of games do I like? I like all sorts of games. Oh, too low to trade. Can't do anything. Alright, day 2. This is where shit hits the fan. We got a bunch of objectives to go do. A son's fate is to avenge his father's death, but first I need to see the body. If you hear the earth grumble, find the source, stand still, she would show you her roots to the patient. Feed the roots with blood, she rewards the generous with herbs. Father's funeral starts at dawn, and I doubt it will take all day. It's been foretold I will spill a river of blood soon. Guess someone will find their death under my knife after all. I need to make my way to... Oh, jeez, I just... Actually, you know what? I could run right across here and wouldn't have any issue. Nice little shortcut I found out is that there are herbs in these little, like, wired rivers. There's herbs there. So if you need them, you can just go do that. Seen the Epstein documentary on Netflix? I don't trust documentaries on like anything these days because it's especially something on Netflix because it seems like they just like to lie. Now I'm not saying they are lying, but it just you never fucking know, dude. Where am I going? Where is this? I was going the right way a second ago. The thing with Netflix documentaries is everything looks fine at first and then oh wow, it turns out they were lying the whole time. Thanks, Netflix. Where go you, friend? The plan is next to follow? Where should I go? What should I start with? What say the townsfolk? They're so alike, aren't they? A backdrop, faceless. They surely know nothing important, right? A hive, a swarm, a flock. No use for names. Whatever one knows, they shall all know in turn. The crowd is but a many-headed beast. Like it or not, you are but one such head. They know you better than you know yourself. Have you heard them, Barack? Communication. See how it means finding common ground. They were eager to commute with me yesterday. My ears are still ringing. They all know something of your tale, Barack, and from each other, and from each one a different strand of it. Some know where you're to go. Others will say why you must go, and some will warn of danger, terrible danger, that you may avoid it. So I'm the only one who knows nothing. That is because you are alone, Barack, confused alone, losing the plot, Barack. Does not the map of your own mind suffice? Then talk, communicate. Hear me now, teensies and tots, the town's own young. Indeed already know who waits for you today. If you still doubt, then speak to one, any child. This guy's telling me that communication with townsfolk will tell you things that you don't know. It doesn't cost any time to communicate to someone. Some of them will give you valuable information. There is a, She doesn't have anything. This is Oriole. I sent my little rats to get groceries this morning. They still haven't come back. I wonder if they'll find food miraculously by itself. Have you been living under a rock, darling? Prices are soaring. Salt costs twice as much today as it did yesterday. And where's the grain? I haven't seen wheat in a week. Really? What could happen next? There's still no train. People are worried. What if it never comes? We'll all starve. Why don't you get groceries yourself? More reliable than children. How can I be in all places at once? I have to send the kids. They're probably at the station of theirs. Thank the heavens they're not in the tower, at least. Just don't have the heart to whip them. It's a place they hang out. Waiting on trains, better than that damn tower. Why don't you go there and fetch them? I don't want to meddle. Oh, it's all right. At least they're in town, staying close. My neighbor hasn't seen her children in I don't know how long. The damn tower took them all. Thanks for reminding me about the prices. Yeah, you can ask people for repairs if you have the resources, but you have to have them. So that big fucking tower, that's where all the kids hang out. That tower was made as like a gift to someone, I forgot who. But it was made as like a thank you to the town and all that. And then, oh, would you look at that? All the kids fucking live there now. So you hear this? You hear the, like, all of these over here? This is where herbs grow. If you listen closely, you'll hear little buzzes, and buzzes come from the herbs. I don't have any room for the herbs, so I'm just gonna pick them up if I can. Herbs are very important. You'll use them in the future, and they're actually, they fetch a pretty penny at the bar. I don't think you can walk through too deep water, but you can walk through this. So I can't cross that, but I can cross this. I gotta get over here. When do you start snitching in this game? Yeah, I know. When you start snitching at, like, I don't know, like you can snitch on a lot of people actually. I know my inventory's full. I just wanted to leave it on the ground, I guess, so that it would probably stay there. Yeah, Crost's story sucks. Like, the story of Crost is terrible. It's not even really worth reading. The cover art and the art in the book is worth giving at least a tiny shit about. But outside of that, like, the story for Crost is just terrible. This is the graveyard. It should start here soon. Cemetery, you're always welcome here. Here's the changeling.
You've changed, haven't you? Or am I seeing things?
You know why the Earth won't take him? Who? Your father. Earth expels him like a foreign body. See that girl, Grace, the caretaker? She's getting desperate. I think she'd take this place in the grave if she could. Do you even understand what you're rambling about, you awful creature? This girl's the caretaker? Uh-huh. You were talking about my father. Some people are weavers, they make connections. Others are cutters, they rip things apart. Your father, he was a cutter. You Baraks are permitted to, aren't you? You're important among the locals, privileged, as a faithful surgeon. He would cut apart a living, breathing town, or even tear it to shreds with his hands alone. A violent man. How do you know? You've only been here a few days. But I do, because I know people, and I know how to listen to them. I know how to connect. But your father was a cutter. He demolished the whole mycelium. Mycelium? What does that have to do with anything? A human mycelium, the mycelium of the town. He believed it was all intergrown wrong. That's just like you surgeons. If a fracture fuses wrong, you just break it again and sever the tissue too. Who does that? I do it all differently. So you're not a surgeon then? I'm not. I don't work with bones and meat. My expertise has to do with more delicate things. Souls, feelings you wouldn't understand. Right, how would I? So the way the changeling works is... So, like, going from the order, the Haruspex, he heals people through natural medicine and then prescribes medicine that they need. There could be any different types of medicines. The changeling, she uses magic and the supernatural to heal people, but it doesn't always work, you know? When she goes to heal someone, there's a chance that the person she's trying to heal will die. They'll be condemned. The bachelor is a doctor, like a bachelor of medicine, like a high top tier doctor. So he like fixes people, not with medicine from the earth or magic. He uses like penicillin, opium, dopamine. Like he's a doctor.
It's all happened before, hasn't it?
This is Grace. She's kind of important. A sad pup there was laying, and a kitten dismaying, just a couple of pitless creatures. I don't remember the rest, do you? Yes, you're singing it wrong. It's a couple pitiful creatures, not pitless. I'm singing it right. Why are you so sad? It's so cruel that people can't rest in peace, even after death. Whose sins are we punished for? Why does the soil push out old Barak? I heard it's because he's a surgeon, that he cut things apart instead of joining them. I don't know, it's just he carried too heavy a burden. He failed to do something important because his life was cut short. Your people say that if the ground doesn't take him, they'll burn him, as the old rite demands, but it's horrible. Cremation isn't a crime if things are the way you say. At least it's better than that outrage. It is a crime. The dead mustn't be burned. Earth doesn't destroy, it preserves. It dissolves them and saves them for future harvests. Earth is alive here. If you burn people, how will they speak? How will they bloom? How will they return? Do you have any idea what you're talking about? If one mustn't burn the dead, but digging is frowned upon, then what options do we have?
Why don't they bring anyone here? It's so quiet.
I think this is just here just to be here. Weird. Shen, brave man, strong is his spirit. How fare your kind, Shen? Bite Karan, for he has come to pay last respects to his father. We have too. How fares your kind, Kararangur? Bite Karan. Ubshi is at the threshold. The loss is great. A need to speak, to say the words correct. Observe the right. Kodo Kara Baraka Sagar. Carried a great burden. Owed a great debt. Who is to take his duty upon himself? What does he owe? He told us not, Shen. He took it to his grave. You ask the wrong people. Too late, Shen. Now the earth waits. Say now, do you accept his duty as your own? I want to take a look at the body first. Many soon will leave. Hurry, Shen. This is my father's body. Chest has been punctured. Massive wound. Couldn't have been a knife. Some massive cone-shaped object. A horn or a claw, maybe. I should pull away the fabric. Skin dry to the touch, suspicious, unusual degree of xerosis. He wasn't that old. Soil under his fingernail, unlike him, always kept his hands clean. Yes, father was murdered, but I got the impression that something was unwell with him even before his death. It doesn't matter now, though. When they say wouldn't accept father literally, that means that they put him in the ground here and it pushed it up like this. This equipment means that they already buried him, but the earth was literally pushing him up. Wait here for you. Yes, say now. Do you accept what he owes? Before the eyes of kin in the earth, this is what I have to say. I, his son, accept his duty as my own. The sky is my witness. I bow for you, Emshen. The first blood yours. Bikara, Emshen is a man, a brave man. Here stands Saba, Saba Usapte. You have accepted his duty. Now come into the inheritance. Saba will show you the way. Thank you. They had to bury him above ground because the earth wouldn't take him. This is Aspity.
No, there is no escape.
You're a brave man, Emshen, a true son to your father. I rejoice as I watch you. The Katang, the kin, shed tears of pride and delight as they watch you. Kede means sister elder. Is that what you mean to call me? Bayala, thank you. You still remember something of your people's ways. Yes. We shall bear your burden together, Emshen. Your father helped me, I helped him, I shall help you too. In you, I see him. I always act first and think later, Eken. Got the scars to prove it. Your father was a wise man, but he wasted not his time on doubting. He acted instead of brooding. That's why his works were great, and many. He who lives cautiously pacing circles in his own head spares himself, but wastes those he loves, and those who love him. I did the right thing, that's what my heart tells me. Follow me, Emshen. You are now to come into your legacy. Oh, you've taken his burden. Now you can go to the earth without regrets. Okay.
Kharish. Bekhareb. Badojo Bainam.
I'm sorry about Isidore, but we have not the time to grieve. Here's what matters. You are now to take your father's legacy. Take it. Mind, not come into it. You got any napkins? Yeah. Woo. What do you mean we have not the time? I've got all the time in the world. You have 10 days. Trust me. I foresee 10. Bikhara, great troubles, Achayud, are upon us. Death already nests in 4 houses. Soon it will crawl out upon the town. Decimate it, then have it. The wise say the sky is falling. Where will you hide when it pins you down? I know not, be it war, rebellion, plague, or simple misfortune. Who cares? You have greater things to worry about now. Like what? I'm giving you his udar, his warm vessel. He gave it to me upon the eve of his last holiday. Must have presaged the evil that would befall him. I'm giving you his udar. It's yours. As are the things inside. Now the money, it's a light purse, isn't it? Your father didn't care much for money. To take someone's obligations, word is enough. To come into a legacy, taking the things is not enough. Your father's bequeathal is more than merely material. There is now emptiness where he once was. Who is to fill it? Who will heal the sick, tell the truth from lies? Who will khara? Who will plumb the depths? Only a Menku can cut a body. Only a Menku can pierce the unknown. Who will draw the lines? You are wrong. Look at the items I'm giving you. Open the Udkar and touch those items. I straight up do not have the space for this. Oh, I got more inventory. Awesome. A list. Handwriting is clearly father's. Sticky, Capella, Murky, Notkin, Khan, Grace, Taya, Taichik. Unfamiliar step sigil. Okay, so... this is the list. Sticky, Capella, Murky, Notkin, Khan, Grace, Taya, Taichik, and the 8th. So, here's the current objective, okay? Here's the current objective of the game. From this point on, those 8 people on the left, those are my bound. All 8 of them must survive in order for me to get the good ending. In order to get the good ending to the game, the best ending, all 8 of these children must survive. It does not matter if Bad Grief, Big Vlad, Lara Ravel, Audrey, Peter, Aspedy, Isidore, Changeling, Bachelor. It doesn't matter if they die. It really doesn't. It doesn't matter. They don't affect anything. But these 8 children must survive in order for me to get the good ending. This is going to be hard, okay, because they can catch the plague. The thing is here, like, obviously keep as many people alive as you can, but those 8 kids must be, like, alive. There goes Tyrion, he ran off. His food bowl's pouring out. If they get infected, I have to take care of them every day, which puts me at risk. So if more and more of them get infected, that leads to a problem. I, at most, can deal with 1 kid being infected, maybe 2. If it turns out to be 3, I'm going to get infected, and that's going to be a big problem.
Make connections. Mend everything your father has torn, even if he was right to tear it.
Do any of these items seem familiar? What are they? Sweverus, various kinds of twire, herbs. Why would he leave me these? He used to make herbal medicine, tinctures to cure any malady. He was a Menku, a knower of connections. He saw which things sing in unison when joined. That's what the lines are. Even if you say you need not his knowledge, Shen. What about this list of names? Closer, let my tired eyes see it. The names of local children. Khan is what they call the Cane boy. Capella is the daughter of the master. May he choke on his name. But I know not why Isidore listed them. Perhaps my father looked after them? He did pay much attention to these children, spent most of his final days with them. They followed him like calves that trailed after a cow, or oxen pulled by a yoke. His last days. You think one of them has something to do with his death? Doubtful. They're still just children. Then again, children hold so much power in this town that it wouldn't surprise me. But they loved him, they did. No, I believe it not. And also something else on the list, an 8th item, some sort of sigil. This is a brand for marking bulls, but brands of the kin often have specific meanings. Bikara. This one is Udurg, tough to parse. It means something like a big body, or a special body. A body that contains a lot. But I'm not sure, it may just be a sigil. Who could interpret this for me? I'm not your father, Colboon. I can instruct you not. You are to learn on your own, speak to people. Most of all, speak to those who knew your father well. That is how you may come into your legacy. What do you mean? In this place, you must come into your legacy through action, not mere words. By showing you understand the contents of the vessel, follow your father's trails. Learn who he was. Find yourself a fate. A fate like a good wife, Shen, your wife. I choose to walk my own trails.
By Allah, Yargachin. By Allah.
Follow his trails, Shen. Then you will know what kind of man he was, and what kind of man you are to become. Do you know what kind of man he was? Your father was a Menku. He was respected for it. He was respected because he was a doctor. More than that. What else, then? He knew the lines. Lines are just philosophy, like the Tao or feminology. What's a Tao? Never mind. What are the lines? Lines represent the paths between things, the links that connect them, the laws that govern our lives. Between evil sky and kind earth is a line. The veins of our lifeblood are lines. A line carries the inevitable retribution for evil deeds, family ties, the way children reflect their parents. Those are lines too. Father used to say lines referred to anatomy. That as well. He knew how a body is composed because he knew the lines. He knew how a kidney links to an herb, or how he could brew a curative tea from it. He knew how one herb linked to another. He knew how to draw a knife to cut a body, but bring no harm. I see. Now hear me well, Imshen, for my next words are crucial. This first couple of days will be hardest for you. You will find yourself surrounded by lines innumerable. Some you must tear apart. Others follow. Others still, cut yourself. Only thus will you reach the end. Feel that end is nigh. Hence me saying that you will only come into your legacy if you follow his trail. Do what he used to. All you Baraks are alike, men of action. I have told you all I know, Imshen. Be on your way. If I want to truly come into Father's legacy, I need to follow his footsteps. There's a familiar name on Father's list. What the? Oh, these are all the kids.
Look here, it's as if I was peeking. Huh?
Jesus Christ, looks like a fucking doll. Don't be afraid. We're all on the same side for now, aren't we? What is there to be afraid
I was
of?
eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
Thanks, Advanced.
This just in. Local Texan gets angry as shit and vows to save infected Muslim children from the plague for his daddy. Fucking dies in the process. His final words were subscribe to Advanced Warlord.
We're all grateful to you. We know protecting us isn't easy, but you still do it. You make sure we live. There's 7 of you, but there are 8 on the list. Where is he? He is for now. He's the Udurg. Is he behind that door? We think it's your father behind the door, but maybe the 8th is transitioning already. Have you discovered who he is? We're curious too. What's behind the door? We don't know, and neither will you. We can't enter yet, nor do we want to. No one does. Why is the 8th nameless? Because he's the Udur. If he lives, so do we. If he begins to die, so will we. What's the Udur? Can't talk to them anymore. They actually have really cool
I was
outfits.
eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
Thanks, Lusty. That's the question of the hour, isn't it, Lusty? What the? Who are these kids? Why linger? Don't get sidetracked. You have a duty. You have the list. Go back. Who are you? We're watching, observing. No time for games now. We must watch. Which of them will enter the door first? I think it will be the older girl, not the boy in the collar. Relax, I'll go in first. We're only looking. There's an achievement? Meet Measley and Thrush in a dream. I've never seen that before. I've seen this dream before, but not them. Crazy. Apart from the 7 kids, there's an 8th on the list. I suspect I will one day have to find out. Man, this game is a fucking trip, isn't it? There's a familiar name on Father's list. Grace. I know this girl.
Here's my doll. Who will feed it?
Why did you come here? I don't need you. Nobody here needs you. We're not friends with her anymore anyway. No longer friends with whom? Grace. Why? She's killing herself, Grace is. She doesn't care. Killing herself? She talks to the dead for real, touches them with her head, but it kills the living, I'm telling her. That's not how it's done, but she won't listen. How it's done? Like there's a different way? There is another way. I can show you. Come on, just walk with smaller steps. Wait a second, I want to check on Grace first. Talking to the dead is killing Grace. Murky knows another way to meet with the dead man, a less cruel one. Remember this place? We were here once. Hey, Grace.
Souls of a feather flock together.
Okay, you weirdo. Why did you come? You aren't allowed to be here now. Alright, sorry, I'm leaving.
A good host is grateful to their guests. Not the other way around.
Can't talk to her, like, at all?
And I will get a dog. Teach it to be a tiger. I'll call it Brumby.
You said you'd show me how to talk to the dead? I know a different way. Let's go. Just go slow. I got short legs and I can't run. I'll carry you on my back. Hop on.
The good person. Despite all the stuff, the good person.
Alright, go ahead. Show me. Listen to the swevery grow. We need swevery and twire, a blade of each kind. It's pretty. It is, but I'm... Will these ones do the trick? Yes, these are the right blades. Magic enough. So what do we do now? Go ahead, then. Talk to him. What do you mean? What nonsense is this? I did not lie. I did not. I don't need you. Nuh-uh at all. Who cares if you need me? What is there about you to love? I don't want to. Nuh-uh. I'm not imposing myself on you. Should I return to Grapes? Yes, you should return to Grace. I just checked in on Grace. She's not doing anything. I can't even talk to her. Those flies are going to get annoying, but we do need them in the future. In the first game, the herbs blended in with the grass. There was no way to tell the difference.
Are you fucking insane?
Thanks, Lusty.
May we once again hear some banjo?
Yes, give me a second. My fucking middle finger still hurts a lot.
I seem to hardly cast a shadow anymore.
Why did you come? You aren't allowed to be here now. Is it true you can talk to the dead? No, I didn't. Grace, that's what they call you, right? Look at me. Alright, fine, it's true. The dead need to be spoken with, otherwise they're in too much pain. Do they answer? Sometimes. When they do, I feel pain too. Can you let me talk to my father? It hurts me. Claire said I only have enough strength for 3 or 4 more conversations. After that, I may die. 3 or 4. Okay, we'll have to strategize how to best use your ability. I need rest. Can you come back later, please? I don't feel so well right now. Of course. Father's dead. I won't waste a girl's life to touch his ghost. All right. So we've done some pretty crazy stuff. There's a familiar name on Father's list. It looks like we're going down the list of talking to all the kids that we can. Because that's the list that was on.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
Thanks, Hunter.
Excuse me, do you know the way back to town?
Nope. Excuse me, do you know the way to the train station? Go left! Go right! Go, go, go! Let's see if I can, this fucking hurts my hand so bad. God damn. There is actually a loop to this. So just give me a second while I get this loop right. The fuck? Okay. I was doing this all day. How long would I play the banjo if you gave me $100 US? I'd play it as long as you wanted me to play it, but I don't know that much, man, so you might as well save your cash. I'm trying to learn it. I'm getting pretty far. So like the guy that taught me, his name is Jim Pankey. He maybe tuned my banjo. He made me tune it. And so then he taught me a pinch pluck. And then he said he taught me a roll, a simple roll. And then he said, okay, so on these chords, you need to try a dive, or you need to slide down on the neck on the first, and then you incorporate that slide, which is this. Sounds like this. You incorporate that slide to the front of a roll, which is that. So I go, oh fuck, my hand fucking rushed into that. Give me a second. And then, do I use finger picks or fingers? I use my fingers. It hurts a lot, like, but I'm willing to learn it. So after you get that line, you rotate to the fourth string, and you do a pinch string with that. So it goes. My fingers are so big, I catch other things, and I restart because of it. So at the end of that pluck, you do a hammer, which is. And then you rotate that hammer. It's a 5-string, Chris. My thumbnail always keeps getting caught on it. Give me just a second. I'm going to try one more time. See if I can get it right the first try. My fucking finger is catching the other wires. That's the thing, David. I don't have any nails on my thumb. So, how the wires are getting caught underneath my fingernails is really annoying. I got my fingers all over the place. Trying to get the hammer right. The banjo is a favorite of mine. God, dude, my fucking my fucking middle finger is goddamn like pulsating. Shit hurts. I'm gonna do it one more time and then get back to the game. And here we go. I did it perfectly before, and now I lost all that muscle memory. I think that came out really well. What song am I playing? I'm playing a very slow version of Cripple Creek. It's just eh. Ah, it sounds great. Oh shit, who are you? Here, have this item, it's for you. What's this? A sign of trust. As we share things with each other, so do we share our feelings. Warmth, kindness, we see now that you're a good person. The town trusts you. Do you want to become its part? Well, yes, I guess. Do you like the item I've given you? Will you find any use for it? I don't really know what you need. I chose randomly. We don't know you very well yet. What do you want in exchange? It doesn't matter. All that matters is that there was an exchange. You give me something of yours and receive something of mine. All items are charged with bits of your warmth and life. Give me whatever you want. To others, give what they want. They won't ask a lot. So if you share generously, I give more than is asked. The town will remember that. It's just a token after all, a tradition. Go and barter with different people. Not anyone in particular, just different. Women and men, teenagers and little kids. You'll see what happens. That'll come in handy. You'll get to know us better. We'll get to know you better. Our town is like a family. You have returned. Now please help us remember, accept, and maybe even love you. I'm saying it on behalf of everyone. Relay my gratitude to them. With this, I give you some of my hope. We have no doctor now. Who will help us? Who will treat our injuries or deliver children? You're a surgeon. You can do all that. So have some of our hope, and hope often leads to love. I share with you some of my grief because that is all I have for now. I am sorry. I've yet to seriously barter with any men, teenagers, or kids. I forgot that that's where the bull, like the slaughterhouse is and at. What's this game about? That's a good fucking question, huh? Seems to be the question of the hour. I will take... Actually, you know what? That bar of soap might come in handy. How much do you want for it, kid? What you giving me with this thing? A little joy, I suppose. I'll give you, what would you like? Some rest. Ooh, I'll take that fingernail. I don't have anything that she might want. With this item, I give you some of my luck, I guess? People say I have that in spades. Don't know if I believe it. What shall you give me? Courage. Now I need to go barter with a guy. Taya Taichik is in the termitary, a giant bunkhouse for our workers. I can't even get there. That place is locked. Thanks, Lusty. How much would I have to be paid to make my own song of this stream? I don't have a lot of money, so it might not happen. What a weird question. How much... It's like saying, how much could I get other people to start paying for you to do something? Well, I don't know how to read sheet music, so that's not going to happen. It doesn't really matter how much you pay me, it is a physical inability to start making my own song.
Where are my right paws? Where are my bloodhounds?
What carry you in all those pockets, Barack? Tools, never mind them. Here's what I'd like to know. What business did you have with my father? We went to his place often. He used to teach us things. Why do you ask? So you used to go to his home together? All of you? Take a look at the list. Sometimes we would all go together. Other times in twos or threes, or alone. Many things happened. Why you ask, though? It's not like we imposed on him. He invited us. Did he have enemies? No. Kid, you're holding something back, but this is very important to me. Do I make myself clear? You know what? Ask Capella. She's the oldest of us all, and the best explainer. She's a good person, too. Fat Vlad's daughter is Capella. She's not like him at all. She even lives in the separate wing of the house. Good. Don't hold her family against her. She is like a big sister to us all. She put together a union. A union? Don't worry about it. Just a union of people under 15. Anyway, ask her. She might be mad at me if I say too much. Good, tight lips are a good skill to have. How many fingernails? I have 6 fingernails. I don't believe Stock truly takes me for a patricide. He can't be that stupid. That's what I thought. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to already talk to Ruben at this point. What are fingernails? You use them to fast travel. Sometimes it's better to just run there. Depends on the game, Blue Fury. Might not happen at all. Like this, I have no intention of making a video for this. Gure can sift through it if he wants, but I doubt it's gonna look good. In fact, Gure made a second part to the hobo video, but the audio, which was on my end, that's my problem. The audio is terrible, so I'm not releasing the video to anyone that's not a patron. The kids are running. Why aren't you running away? Aren't you scared? Boo! I'm a brave man. I have bone legs, see? I'm a clay wench. I cannot walk, but whoever sees me runs away in fear. You should run away too. Isn't it boring just sitting here in one place? I'm not bored. Clay wenches don't get bored. How do you know so much about them? You're ruining it. Run away already. I can't even stomp my foot. I'll bite you. Okay, okay. These kids are fucking sliding along the ground. What patrol? Strong men who aren't cowards should report to the town hall. Might even announce an emergency situation. I wonder why. This is actually a good one. Governor Sabrov is at the town hall. He's in charge of Father's case. Ever heard of the Myst series? Yes, I have. I hate Myst. Anything having to do with puzzles is not my forte.
The seam must not split.
This is Ruben. He worked for our father, and he hates us because he thinks that we killed our dad. Finally thought of some good excuses. I'm waiting for your excuse, an apology, which I may not accept. The best form of defense is offense. You've always done it well. Stock, are you out of your mind? Yesterday I was told you had killed your father, and you immediately believed it? That's not far from the truth, Barack. You knew all this time I'm not a murderer. You just meant it as, what, some metaphor? I called you a friend. You betrayed him. You left when he needed you most. He cried out for your help, but you didn't care. He was in peril, and you were too busy elsewhere. He believed, truly believed, that your arrival would put an end to his troubles. And as always, he was right. Take a breath, calm down, and explain. What peril? What do you know? No, he wouldn't tell me. Suggested we wait for you to arrive, but you were in no hurry, were you? His first letter was sent in May. There's a war, asshole. You think the trains come to this town often? Lara said I'm stupid, that I've lost my marbles, but I haven't. Your father always taught us to take stock of the situation, Brock. Overall, you're unneeded here. Don't bother with your father's inheritance. He has better heirs. Already think about inheritance, huh? Some of us still grieve. His inheritance isn't things, it's different. Don't you dare accuse me. As for you, Gravel, don't interfere. I know he was murdered by someone he knew, too, someone he trusted, someone who could easily enter his house. This is what's important, idiot, not an inheritance. Shut up. Your father's inheritance is his work, Barack. That's his legacy. You're completely unworthy of it. His work is not yours. His knowledge is not yours. You abandoned both. He sent me away, jackass. He wanted me to study elsewhere. Go elsewhere then. Learn whatever it is you'll learn there. Here you have no place, and if the kin tells you to let go of this burden, listen, perhaps even that scum can be right. Sometimes you're out of your depth here. I'm not going anywhere. You should listen to Gravel. You're acting stupid.
One sparrow is not enough to feed 12 mouths.
Okay. So here we are again. I managed to calm down Stock. He was wrong about you, or he was not entirely right. What got into him? You should let him speak for himself. I already did. If you ask me, the man's losing his marbles. Were you already offered your father's inheritance, Cub? Refuse it. I beg of you, do not follow his path. Why would I refuse? I don't know if I can properly explain this. There is no happiness down this path. Not for yourself or others. Your father's path was cruel, Cub. Explain yourself. All in all, this is a quiet town. Not perfect, but there's a place for everyone. We're all connected through bonds of love, of friendship, of patience. Life flows through these bonds and those towns' veins, and to cut them would cause harm. Your father, don't be mad. He dreamed of remaking it all. What exactly did he want to change? Everything. Our town felt wrong to him. He used to say that broken bones set badly will cripple a man, leaving him unable to function as others do. To Isidore, our town was a vile malunion. Perhaps he thought that for a reason. He was the healer, sure. He knew life as no one else would. The kin revered him. But even that did us more harm than good in the end. What do you mean? 5 years ago, there was an outbreak in the crude sprawl. It spread like wildfire. Dozens and dozens dead. People sent for Isidore. When he arrived, he ordered the whole quarter to be quarantined. No one could leave, not even the healthy people trapped inside. That's the right decision. The townsfolk obeyed his order without question. They barricaded the whole neighborhood. In the end, there were almost no survivors. But the town lived on. I suppose that is true, but Cub, do not take his inheritance. Isidore's inheritance is his power, his authority, his duties. If you become another Isidore, we will never rest. We will never know peace. Peace only lasts until the next war. Reuben is an idiot. 5 years ago, soon after I left the town, an outbreak of a horrible disease happened here. Father destroyed it, together with the carriers. I don't remember when the plague comes, Anguish. All I know is I need to head to my dad's house. There is something inside of my dad's house that has something of value in it, something I need to get. Be it valuable gear, be it valuable gear, important notes. All I know is that my dad's house has something there I need. What the? My dad didn't hurt anyone yesterday. Tell them to get off me. I'll handle this. What are you gawking at? Do you know who he is? He's Whitebeard's son. His dad went crazy yesterday and hurt people. So? He's the same as his father. Ask him. Ask him why his dad's called Whitebeard. Ask him. I'd rather ask you. It's because he's a drunk. He gets smashed and attacks people. He raised a hand against my mom last year. A son does not answer for his father's actions. Why do you get in our way? One way or another, we'll get him. Go get his father if you want, but leave the kid alone. I won't tell you twice. Fucking kids. Oh, wait. I have to go to Governor Saburov and then go to Isidore Barak's. Okay, that's what I remember. Because the house is currently locked and I can't do anything about it. I've carried this thing for several days. It wasn't easy, of course. With this, I share with you my fear, my sorrow, and my anger. It was tough, but now it's become a little easier, just a little. Thank you for easing my burden. Just have some of my warmth. Warmth is life. There we go. A lot of people were happy about that. I've bartered with most elements of the town. Now they'll accept me back as one of their own. Is it wise to leave items in random bins? No, not bins, no. Bins, items shift around from day to day. Like, there's no nuts here, but tomorrow they may or may not be nuts, who knows? But, like, places that you're allowed to sleep, places with a storage kind of place, that's fine. So adults take, like, grown-up stuff like soap and food and stuff like that. Children take walnuts and marbles and stuff. They don't take anything of, like, incredible intrinsic value immediately. So if you get something off an adult that you can trade with a child might have something an adult may never have. Children have medicines, they have morphine, they have schmowder, they have all sorts of stuff. Pardon me. Sabrov sure seems ready to take up the reins of power. It's about time if you ask me. Why is that? Can't trust people, that's why. The rule of 3 families was about trust in each other and in the townsfolk. The damn nobles trusted people to govern themselves, and the people, they are unruly beasts. They don't respond to kindness, only strength. My experience, people respond better to kindness. Our rulers were kind and lenient. Where did it get us? Yesterday, blood flowed like water and a woman was burned to death at the Bone Stake lot. Trust? Pfft. Leniency leads to corruption. What we need is someone who can keep the rabble in check. It wasn't kindness that killed those people. They won't accept you either? They don't accept people from the kin? It's not because we're Katang, but Saburov thinks we're Booz, Vlad's people. They have an arrangement. Bikara, they won't accept the Kane's people either. And so will remain while you think of yourselves as old Gimsi's slave. It's not he who enslaved you, you enslaved yourselves. Where do you think you're going, buddy? I'm here on important business. Everyone is here on important business. I'm not here to join the watch. I don't give a damn. Wait for your turn like everybody else. Must be nice to have all the time in the world. Greetings. I'm sorry to inform you that you're officially banned from joining the watch. Governor's orders. Why am I banned? Because I'm a doctor? I would like to remind you that you're currently on probation until the murderer of Simon Kane, Isidore Barak, and several others is brought to justice. You're still considered a suspect. There's evidence against you. Enough blabbering. I'd rather speak to Saburov himself. Is he inside? Are you here about the house? What house? Your own, of course. On Governor's orders, it was locked down during the investigation of Isidore Barak's death. Since the investigation is over, the Governor can grant you access. Isn't that why you're here? I guess it is now. Might as well save here just in case I do something I might regret.
No. I can't stand it much longer.
This is Saburov. He's an asshole. I made you the prime suspect yesterday by mistake. Sorry, that was rash. You were too convincing a suspect. But I won't hear you complain. That error wasn't irrevocable. Right, not like you had me executed or anything. Nothing irrevocable about being branded and a murderer and hunted like a dog. Spare me the sarcasm, Barak. Let's get this straight. You're still a suspect, and you'll be a suspect until the murderer is found and proven guilty. The only reason you're walking free is something called the presumption of innocence. Do I make myself clear? Good thing some smart people told you about that. Anything else I can help you with? My house is locked. Do you have the key? The house was locked by the committee that examined the crime scene. There may be evidence. It's in your best interest and that of the committee. The investigation that doesn't exist. Great. You may have the key. That house is your property, and I have no legal grounds to prevent your access. Exactly. So now I can head to my house and go inside. There's some bad shit inside my house, by the way. Learned Reuben and Alexander Saburov. Yeah, there's some bad stuff inside my house, but it's best that I actually go there, because I'm not going to be able to go there much longer. Once it hits, what time is it? 13:04. Okay, so it's like 1 p.m. Am I exhausted? Kind of hungry, kind of exhausted. I can deal with that. Hey kid, I need some immunity boosters. Thanks. I need to stock up on these as much as I can. They have, like, these kids have fucking medicine, for Christ's sake. Like I don't really understand how, but they have medicine. Medicine to heal people, to save lives. Do I have a favorite character in this game? Artemy's voice actor is fucking awesome. Like, Artemy's voice actor is just, mwah, it's like honey off the vocal cords. I wish I had a voice like that. I would sell my soul for a beautiful voice like that. Do you know how easy it would be to be a voice actor with a voice like that? Hello, a package. One egg, okay. Egg. Egg. My voice is already sexy. I don't hear it. I hear like a fucking... I hear a young girl with a fucking feminine penis. Maybe that's who I truly am. Because, you know, as they say, trans rub! This house has been defiled. I don't want to live in a place where his blood was spilled, but leaving empty-handed doesn't sound like a good idea either. I probably should have actually opened up my inventory a little bit. Let's actually eat some food real quick. Maybe free up some space. I don't want this candle. Don't need that matchstick. The thimble, that will be useful later. Alright, now it's time to get to looting.
My blood is getting thicker.
Just in a quiet house. You can hear the rats in the walls. When sugar dissolves in tea, it's not lost, is it? Neither will you be.
Yeah, Dad didn't care for money. Fucking $200 in a goddamn...
I'm fraying at the seams.
Nice, a scalpel. That's exactly what I want. I'll take the bloody bandage and the broken ampule for now. Don't want to mess with that just yet. Nice.
My chest could you catch a grouse? Or a bruise in your dark house?
Why would you listen to that?
I do not fear death, and neither should you.
This is where my father was murdered.
To a doctor is but a partner in conversation, the constant witness of our work, even when we succeed. It is not old age or what comes after it that worries me. I am instead beset by the thought that I might fail to pass on my role. Make haste, son. I truly need you. Your loving father, Isidore Burr.
You know, classic shit. The classics. I know where this goes. It's a rusty key. It's very important that I keep this.
My chest could you catch a mouse? Or a mouse in a dark house?
Now, everyone, that is the plague. The plague has just officially left the house that it was contained in. I didn't really, like, let it out through my own volition. It was just let out. Changeling, what is she doing here?
No, don't mind me. You're just funny, that's all.
Came to pay my last respects to your father. Don't force me out. Did you know him? I didn't. He was already dead when I arrived. So you're doing it for appearance? I talk to people a lot. They said a lot of good things about your father. Talking to people is my greatest skill, you know? They open up and turn from puppets to actual living humans. Are you going to live here now? No, this house is unclean. I may not be able to grab everything, but what I can do is... Yas, tincture! Yas! That boosts my immunity up greatly, but it also makes my hunger go up quite a lot too. Those tinctures are tinctures that we can make to heal people. Those gears are really important. Like it's like deathly important that I get those gears. All right. What? Why? What? Why are you here? Wrong question. Why are you here? Well, I come bearing a sanitary order, so I'm here to examine and quarantine the place. You won't like it in there. Really? Why? The air inside. Unhealthy now, somehow. Is that so? Still, with your kind permission, I insist on examining the place. Even your unkind permission would do, but if you struggle to provide even that, I'll do fine without your consent at all. I hope I don't need to threaten you at gunpoint. Go ahead then, examine the place, and if you can explain what's going on there, be so kind to tell me. And by the way, what is this strange mold, I guess? Is it mold? That thing by your house is covered in. Do houses often get scabs around these parts? I don't know, I've never seen these before. So now houses that are covered in the plague... like this thick, gross air. These scabbed up houses. This is the plague. It does that to your insides. I have to go talk to Capella, but it would be smart if I... Yeah, I need to go talk to Capella right now. Trust me, when the plague hits, like when like my safety is in danger, you'll fucking know. You'll see. Like it shuts down entire blocks. Going in there is a massive threat to your health. You need immunity boosters so you don't die. If your immunity runs out, you get infected. You get infected, you have to constantly fix yourself. You don't want to get infected. That's the last fucking thing you want. You want to do something with your time? Go fucking, like, jack off one of the worms around here. Go hang out with the steppe people. Don't get infected. If you get infected, it's basically game over. You can survive while infected, that's true. But you're going to be spending so many resources just trying to stay alive. It won't be worth it. Like, you thought it was a good idea to go into an infected part of the city without any protection whatsoever? You actually thought that was a good idea? You buffoon? If you actually believe that, then you deserve the infection that riddles your lungs. Oh, I remember this. This is fucking stupid. Hey, Uncle, dig a hole for us, will you? What for? We need it. I don't think you do. Please, Uncle, we only need a shallow one, a couple of shovel swings, nothing more. Are you burying a cat? No, I mean, no, not a cat. And whom? Just the eighth. Eighth what? Well, the previous 7 are already pushing the daisies, and nothing bad happened when we buried them because the holes were shallow. I guess shallow ones are allowed. Alright, I'll dig you a hole. Inquisitors. If you hit people too much, they straight up die. You don't knock them out. They will surrender beforehand, though. That's who I need to talk to right there. Was my father patient 0 of the plague? I don't know. I do not know. All I know is that he was working on something. Something big.
I'm afraid it's natural. Simon's fate was inevitable.
This is not who I thought she was. How can I help you? You have incredible eyes. Who are you? The Canes had a rather unusual notion of how they wanted the town's routes planned. They believed their routes of choice influence people's mood, their soul state. I found the challenge intriguing, if a bit insane. A bit? The Canes are completely off their rocker. Well, they have built a polyhedron, have they? That's the name of the big tower. Polyhedron. I was even allowed to ascend it, though I wasn't allowed inside. The cathedral, the crucible, the still water, all those buildings are machines that work with the same idea. I'm sorry, but this is ridiculous. Here she is.
The children no longer remember me.
This is Capella. You're Artemy Barak. Greetings. Greetings to you too. Are you Olgimski's daughter? Yes, my name is Victoria, but my friends call me Capella. Are we friends? Yes. Really? How'd you figure it out so fast? I can see. I haven't yet mastered the art, but I do see things sometimes. It's a gift I inherited from my dear mother. You haven't mastered the art of sight? I mean, it's hard to explain. Sometimes I know what a person will say before they say it, or I imagine a situation the next day it unfolds exactly how it was in my head. Sometimes I even know past events I wasn't present for, like which drawer father puts papers into years ago. A powerful gift, if you're telling the truth. Not that powerful, not with me, not like my mother. She could see at will, although even with her, it could be fickle. I only see rarely, and I don't control it at all. I'd liked such a gift myself. Mother said it would pass. I'll either see by my own will or lose it entirely. Better to lose it, then. Your undue sarcasm has been noted. It's not so rare a gift in this town. There were once several women who could see. Mother, Nina Kaina, Katerina Sabarova. Perhaps. Outsiders arrive with such skepticism, but they were always soon astonished. Astonish me, then. You likely aren't afraid of blood, right? Of course not, I'm a surgeon. Do you know what I see? Under your feet, the hard soil acts as though spring melt. Each step forming an imprint filled with red. You leave pools of clotted blood in your wake, Artemy Barak. I thought this must be about the murders, but you are no murderer. What does it all mean? You're asking me? I have no idea.
I used to wander at dusk, only to be found somewhere new, at dawn.
You should go to bed. Did something happen? You look worried. I want to ask you something. Go ahead. He wrote this note. Here, take a look. Why are these names listed together? Yours is on here too. I don't know, but I have a suspicion. Why are you frowning? Is something bad? Bad? Well, no. About a year ago, your father began to seek our company. We all met together sometimes in twos or threes. It happened naturally. He taught us, I suppose, but not anything special. I think it was more about passing down something of great importance. I can't make heads or tails of what you're saying. You're an outsider. It's difficult to explain. We kids have our own town within the town, a separate one, and we govern it on our own. Don't give me that patronizing look. It's not some game. You don't understand anyway. Go on, please. I'll do my best. Your father was shrewd. He can see beneath crude earth, petty lies and hard truths. Khan used to say. Khan didn't like him much, but even he got out of the polyhedron to talk to him. He believed we were the ones who would remake this town, rebuild and conduct it in the future. Remake? You mean destroy? I don't know. Perhaps it doesn't need to be so drastic, although the more I think about it, the more disturbing it sounds. Perhaps there is a catastrophe upon us. Rumor has it the war moves eastward, and it won't end. Perhaps something is about to happen. God forbid, of course. Do you believe in God? No, I don't. What about you? I believe there's some higher power. That's what he was preparing us for, changing the town. I can see it now. He taught each of us something important. Perhaps he gave a piece to us. Yes. That must be what he did. I guess I'll have to protect you from all evils, then. Father believed that the children on this list are the key to the town's future. Guess I should keep an eye on them in the future. Yeah, Brock is really sassy. Brock? Artemy Brock? Yes, Miss Fowl. My name's Miss James. Artemy Brock? Brock? Artemy Brock? I need to go to the secret factory. How much money do I have? $3 grand. I could buy that gun. I'm not going to. But I could. So here comes a part that's pretty important that you do correctly. I'm going to save right here just in case I fuck up. The VO on the note given to our dad, it was VO.
What has that blockhead found in the well?
Vladimir Olgimsky or Olgovsky. I'm listening. Were you the person who left my father a note? It was attached to a key. What made you think so? Just a guess. I don't throw keys around. I keep them close. Your father had his own house and he never locked it. Always open, unafraid of thieves. Thank you, Master Barak, for letting me know. I'll be sure to investigate this mysterious key. Don't. I'm sorry I bothered you. So, I screwed up. I forgot about that. You're not supposed to tell him at all. Because he will look into it and it's like, okay, well, you're not supposed to have this, so I'm going to take it back. You're not supposed to do that. It turns out it was his son that gave him the key. In secret of his father, because he didn't want his father to know about it. So I probably shouldn't tell him. Hi, Tiawian. Hi, kitty. What are you doing? Are you being a little kitten? A little shitten? Are you being a shitten? Aw, you're gonna sleep right on my foot and make it fall asleep? That's my little furry boy. That's my little furry boy. Yes, he is. I could use a bandage. Well, this guy wants water, and I don't have anything for that. I do not have a picture of Cat. He is currently asleep. What's wrong with her? We didn't do anything, I swear. We saw her crying. Asked what happened, but she was bald even more. Maybe she's hungry? I guess she must be hungry. Why else would she be crying? Trains are running now. Oh, we should probably see if she lives around here. Yeah, you go do that. I'm not crying, I'm not. I'm just upset. Upset because they're always picking on me all the time. Who's picking on you, dear? Everyone. They say I'm ugly, I know I am, but why do they need to keep saying it all the time? Well, so it goes. Don't worry, you'll grow into your beauty, maybe. Get fucked, idiot. Nonsense, you're very pretty. So this new place is incredibly important. I'm gonna go here and then I'm going to do something about this. So this is our new base. This base is incredibly important. This is a place our father used to be. This is where Sticky is. I'll take those. This is gonna take a while. God damn it, I hate how time doesn't stop while you're doing this. God damn it.
Put my trust in paw, claw, and whisker. Not you, Drifter.
Does that mean you have to go back to your temporary base? I don't know what that means. Like temporary base. All I'm saying is that this is our official base. I have to go back to Lara's, and I have to go get my gear from her.
Their murderer is a steppe demon. A Shabanak Adik. I just know it.
It's all my trading crap. Alright, I'll hang on to this stuff. It's nice to actually have inventory.
I know the lines too. How else could I find my way around all the attics, and the cellars, and those twisty yards?
So this is Sticky. He was a very personal assistant to our father. I didn't touch anything. What are you doing here, weirdo? Weirdo yourself. Can't you see I'm working? While not touching anything? Well, I'm not leaving. You got that? I got it. Are you catching rats or something? Why are you yelling at me? Old man and I, we used to do a lot of stuff here. I even figured out how to crystallize blue salt. Made extracts myself. You think I was just helping him? I know a lot of stuff. What's this thing on the table then? No need to be nasty. Well, if you're the nice one here, go ahead and kindly tell me how you got in. Easy. Someone needs to work on the machine after all while the old man walks the step. So I volunteered. Our kind doesn't need keys. What is this machine anyway? It's a mixer. Old man used to make medicine here, like tinctures. I think he called it. Extracts from all kinds of gross stuff. So you know how to operate it? For some reason, neither of them work. Can you fix them? And I'll do anything. Just don't make me go. Let's see. Perhaps I can fix them. So this is important. We actually have the gear to fix this right now, which is why I wanted to save my gears. This lets us turn herbs into tinctures to save people. Tumbler hue. What the fuck? Oh, I remember this. This is a doll that our father made to, you know, because he's down here by himself all the time. Speak, but waste no breath. I remember you, Tumbler toy. Used to pretend you were alive when I was little. Now he would have said, this place is our true home. One can work here. Yes, home is where your work is. You can sleep here. You can store my things here. Not like I can carry everything around. You can perform operations here and, of course, make medicines. You are a true master. I am not fit to fill your shoes. Live here, son. Live here and continue your work. This place is yours now. Here you can do anything. That's exactly what he would have said. The alembic works. Golden hands. Now let's review what it's for. Remember Omar's? Of course, it's a tincture made from herbs. Correct. Tinctures are the foundation of every treatment. The steppe has graced us with its wondrous herbs, Twire and queen of plants. Swery, Ashen, Wish, White Whip, tell me, what's so good about them? They can uncover symptoms of a disease. Correct. They reveal the symptoms of a disease and improve immunity. How would you make a tincture? With clear water, no ethanol, steppe herbs. I need to combine any two herbs. This way a link will form. Unete, clear water and 2 different herbs. You can find both here. Look in the cabinet. Make a single Olmar for a start. Alright. So time is currently stopped, I believe. So here's how it works. When somebody is sick, I can give them a tincture, which is a combination of a clear water bottle and 2 herbs. When I administer a tincture, it hurts them. It hurts the user. But it tells me very slight amounts what the problem could be. So I administer a tincture. It says it's not B or C, but it could be A or D. I administer another tincture. It says it's not A. So now I know it's D. But could it be E? I could risk it and say that it's D or it's E, or I could apply a morphine tube or a morphine capsule and I can confirm if it's D or E. If I don't have any morphine, I'm just going to have to guess. Then I apply any of these painkillers. That will fix the person. It's kind of tough. I think he wanted me to use all of it. I'm fresh out. If you prove to be smart, I might. Father taught me when I was your age, so why not? I only have one herb. Oh, okay, it gave me more. Somehow. It's not, Is there a tincture I'm missing? You can only make 3 with these. One, 2, 3. Yeah, you can only get 3. Oh, check your mind map. Thought I saw something. I thought I remember seeing a potion top here. Oh, I'm supposed to talk to them. Our mom has some sort of wicked disease, doctor. Can you give my little sister something to keep her safe? She's a frail one. So don't let your mother get close to her while she's sick. Our place is cramped. We can't make her sleep in the street, can we? Just take a look at your sister. So this is prophylaxis. So it works like this. We just have to randomly pick one at first. Oh, okay, never mind. Recommendations, you did all you could. When it says this, there is nothing else to do. We gave her some immunity to help her. Let's get down to curing people. What always comes first? We need to determine which layer hides the sickness. Correct again, but you are forgetting something. Pain. Pain is our great ally. It reminds us we're alive. It drives us to action. However, when a patient is in unbearable pain, we cannot uncover which layer has come out of balance. We must keep the pain in check. You're better off without preparing Olmars that relieve pain. That knowledge is taboo. Stick to morphine and you'll be fine. Any medicine is fine if it lets you avoid making cuts. I'll stick to morphine. So this kid... Alright, so here we go. The nerves, the bones, or the blood. He has something wrong with him, and he's in immense pain right now. Morphine reduced a little bit of pain. It takes 4 ampules of morphine to reduce all the pain. It's time for the most important part. Do you remember what a meat is? There are bones, nerves, and flesh. This has always struck me as strange. What about blood and internal organs? Told you time and time again that triangular plots ruin imagination. I also told you that our ancestors perceived the world as a single whole and treasured its many links and connections. Respect the clarity of thought. What is the most important part in your knowledge of the layers? Any disease always hides within one of the 3. How do the Olmars and different herbs correspond to these layers? Every combination of the herbs is linked to a single layer. Let's say you're making an Olmar from 2 herbs. How do you know which color you will get? One of the herbs decides. You will learn the properties of herbs in due time. Only this way will you understand how things are connected. Grab more herbs and water. Prepare an Olmar of every color. Go in blind for now and the herbs will reveal themselves to you. Try again and again. That is how you'll learn things linked together. An Olmar of every color is linked to a specific layer. Tell me how. It can only reveal the symptoms of that layer. However, there is a catch. What do you think it is? A single symptom may be connected to several layers at once. Your job is to eliminate all the wrong possibilities. That is so. You have to keep an eye out for pain levels. It is time to act, son. Uncover the symptoms. Determine which layer is out of balance. Do your best to use them as few Olmars as possible. You have everything you need. I'll be observant. So here we go. He has no pain in him, and we have no pain meds. So this boosts immunity and reveals disease symptoms having to do with the nerves. Pupils dilate. It's either the bones or the nerves. It's one of these. I have completely eliminated blood, so I have no need to use a blood tincture because I've confirmed it's not any of those. Let's try a bone diagnostic. Fever rises. It could be anything of the three. There's more blood than bone here, so it's possible I could... Oh, is that blood? Oh, I was about to say, I was about to do the wrong one. Profuse sweating. It's in the nerves. This is a guarantee. It shares a slight symptom with bones. It shares a symptom with blood, but it has a symptom that only the nerves could possibly hold. The diagnostic is that the infection is definitely in the nerves. Now we close out of this. It's time to administer antibiotics. One antibiotic only. Antibiotic, if it's the wrong one, it will kill the person that you were trying to administer. So now that I know which one it is, I just administer the right one. Treatment successful. We've done everything we could. We gave an antibiotic that was correlated to the problem, and we fixed it. If anything else happens to them, it's not our fault. That wasn't so hard. Soon you'll remember everything. You'll make a great healer. A healer I'll be proud of. Goodbye, Tumblr. Playtime is over. Time to get to business.
It feels like someone's pulling my strings.
Anyone in there? Can you hear me? For a moment, you just stood there. Feeling bad, maybe? The air's thick here in September. Breathe in too deep and you'll pass out. Just remembering father. So does it work now? The alembic? It does. What about the big one? I'll fix it too. Would you like me to look for scrap metal? What do you need to fix it? Cogs and stuff? I'll need a special toolkit for it. You find toolkits in shops, but rarely. But it's doable. I don't think anyone's selling one now, but if I see one, I'll let you know. If you find one, let me know. Sticky is really helpful. So this I need a special toolkit. I can't do anything without it. This is really important. That is a thing that lets me... how do I explain it? Oh, this area over here lets me increase my... I can fix stuff. Yeah, see, I have one of these, but I don't have a straight razor. If I had a thimble, I could fix my boots. Probably a good idea that I do that right now, actually. Just to see if I can. Boots are full. Boots with the fur. Over here, this is the way to upgrade inventory. You need a cloak, a needle, and some thread. You can do it what appears to be about 4 times. It's probably a good idea that you keep an eye out for any of these. This is where you can sleep and save. My exhaustion's pretty high, and night is going to be showing up any second now. I still have a lot of things to do. Well, not really a lot. Khan is in the polyhedron. Tai Cheek's in the termitary. I can't get to the polyhedron and I can't get to the termitary. What I need to do is use a fingernail and get to the shelter. I need to get everything that I can, and I need to get it now. Who the fuck? Oh, this is the lady that likes us. I'm sorry about your loss. Still, think bright thoughts. Earth takes her due, but gives in kind. Have you now remembered me? Do you remember the connection? It's you, Basagan. I'm all yours, Kirith. What is your name? You don't remember at all? I honestly don't. This is what you told me once. I often dream of salt, either its taste or color. or whole salt pits, or holding some in my pinched fingers. Do you believe me now? Inishi yun kun gibishi. But you're not heartless. However cruel, I won't leave you. I hold no grudge against you. Just mind this. When you finally remember, when you realize why you need me, do not hold a grudge either. Promise? I can't promise anything. Don't send me away. We are bound, you and I am yours. Remember that, at least. Alright, I'll remember. Hey, the bull! Signed by, hello, New Kern. I brought your bull, cleaned it up too. We never swindle one another. I hope it does talk one day. You say it'll warn me of danger? It will. You believed me, and for that you'll be rewarded. Mother Badeau and Sok be my witness. Thank you, I'll call it Lucky Find. This is a bull. Got anything to say? Got any surprises in store for me? How long do I need to wait? Shake your head at least. I hope you're not about to talk just yet. I guess I should give you a name. Partner, Silent, Eternity. What should we name it? I like Partner. Partner sounds good too. Howdy, partner. I need to head up here. Get coffee beans for exhaustion. Yeah, I should. I just don't have, I don't actually know where to buy them. I think I need to go to the bar, which is right next to my base. Oh no! All my shit's gone! No! This was a waste of fucking time! All that gear's gone! Oh, dude, this was a waste. Let me see if I can at least talk to Lara. If I can, it won't be a big deal. I can't even talk to her.
Yes.
Okay, this gear's still here. Okay, never mind. All is not lost. All is not lost. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, I should go to the clothes store. If I can buy some thread, maybe some needle, that'll do me well in the future. Should have played better. Yeah, no kidding. You get some needles. Take those. I don't really want the gloves right now. That's a little too expensive, but I guess I'll take them for now. I'm gonna stow the gloves for later. Do I have anything to barter with these kids? I got some marbles. Soap. Some immunity boosters. I would really like that smoked fish. Thank you. What about you, young lady? What would you have? Why do you have a morphine ampule? What are you doing? Here, take a beetle. Get on my site. What, these fucking kids, man. I just bought this thimble. I should keep it. The package could hold anything. I do want that fingernail. Thought I got the package. Oh, dropped it on the ground. Nice! That was worth it. Basically got my barter chip back. My exhaustion's gonna hit me pretty hard here. I should probably check in on the grocer. The morphine touch description is pretty sad. Let's see. What does it say? A person is only alive for as long as they feel pain. No matter what Kanerita Saburva does, she remains alive. Aww. She's in constant pain. Some coffee beans and a lemon. I will take the smoked fish. Eating a lot of lemons is bad for your teeth. They won't make you less hungry, but they certainly are an invigorating fruit. I asked my mom when I was a kid to peel me a lemon so I could eat it. She did. Shit was fucking nasty. Dude, the adults have less to fucking barter than like actual people, like any of the other kids. Didn't I just buy from you? Yeah, you fucking tried to swindle me. Let's just do this so I can head back to my base. I do not have any blood in my inventory. You know what it might be? I think kids might be better traders than adults because adults use money. Kids don't have any money. So kids trade more than they purchase. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? See, I'm kind of a genius when it comes to these things. Like, I don't think y'all understand just how fucking smart I am. Keep this for emergencies. Alright, the rest is for emergencies. But I'm exhausted at this point.
I was eating those beans. Are you fucking insane?
Howdy Jay, been a long time fan. How's your little bro? Also, have you heard of Fear? I think it's on PlayStation now. It's a neat game.
I have heard of Fear. I just have I have no desire to play it at the moment, I guess. Alright, I think that's enough. 2.5 hours of Pathologic and a little bit of Banjo. Fuck. I think that might be enough. I'll do a little bit more Banjo though. The problem with Pathologic, well, not really a problem. It's just that you have to think a lot. You have to do a lot of stuff, and it's gonna put a lot of stress on me in the future, and I'm ready for it. But until then, I'm gonna enjoy my Banjo.